Night 21. Night 21 of 30 Days of Love Songs. Days of exploring music that it's all about love of one sort or another, and to find out what's in it and how it gets to us, how it gets to me. Just to show up, admitting what I love, because I think sometimes admitting what we love is one of the hardest things that we can do, one of the most vulnerable things that we can do. I don't know, I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about me. This song has a history. And I'll tell it to you after I sing it for the first time. Just getting the music here, the chords. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, the songs of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other lips smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams do I see the road leads back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, This song has a very important history for me. This is the first song that I ever sang at the harp. I remember the moment I was in Berlin. So I had spent years kind of trying to prove myself as a harp player. And one of the things that I never wanted to do was to be like a chick singer. I thought there was something wrong about that. And so I worked really hard on being an instrumentalist. And I got a contract with GRP Records and never sang, and had this 3-record deal. But all that time, it was really important to me to sing, but I wasn't singing. And then I got really inspired by 2 harpists in Scotland, because they were wonderful harp players, Patsy Seddon and Mary McMaster, and they also sang. And I had come from this long background of people who were very snobby about singing. And I had it in my head that they were incredible harp players, and that I had decided that their singing was not up to par to their harp playing. And so I thought, well, all you always have to do is go out there and just show your best side. So I went up to Patsy and I said, thinking I was being really diplomatic, I said, your harp playing is so great, but like, why do you sing? And she looked at me and she said, because that's what we do. And I thought, well, I'm not going to let people hear me sing, unless I'm like really a great singer. Like, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to put myself in that vulnerable position. So, their next record came out and their playing was great as always. And their singing was better. And then their 3rd album came out and their playing was amazing as always. And their singing was like a lot better. And then the next album came out, their playing was amazing as always, and their singing was great. But mine wasn't any better. And that's when I realized that it was essential. You just can't, you have to be bad. You have to be willing to be out there and be bad in order to, simply you have to be bad to be good. But you have to do that in order to find yourself. I have to sing some way in order to find my voice. And I wasn't doing that. So I was not finding my voice. And I decided that I was going to give it a try. And I remember I was in a jazz club in Berlin. I can't remember the name of the bass player that was with me. And this was the song. And this was long before I played this harp. I had a big pedal harp. And I was like, Georgia, Georgia. I sing the whole song, get to the end of the song, and I say, so what do you think? And he says, in German accent, I'm not even going to try to do. He's like, you're a very good harp player. And I'm like, okay, well, what about the singing? Like, what'd you think of the singing? And he says, you're a really good harp player. And I'm like, but. And so that was my first experience singing. It was this song, which I love so much. And I was so hoping it would be like one of those moments where like, oh my God, you're great. That's fabulous. You should keep doing that. But that's not at all what happened. No, no, no. In fact, people came up to me. I remember this woman came up to my manager after a show. And she said, you must tell Deborah to stop singing. She's going to ruin her career. And I remember my manager came to me and she was really upset. And she was like, you know, you have to stop singing. Like, I mean, it's going to ruin your career. And I said, I'm not going to stop. And she was like, well, why? And I said, because that's what I do. I sing. Oh, we have a visitor. Hello, it's Cosita again. Whoops. Cosita says hello. And that's what she does. She comes and visits. But that song, I will always think about that song, Georgia on My Mind. And the importance of doing what you do, whether it's good, whether people, you know, whether you're, you know, good at it right in the beginning, but it's what you do. If that's what you do, that's what you do, and you have to do that. Otherwise, you won't be doing it. So, hi. Teddy says hello, Cosita. Oh, check this out. This is so bizarre. Do you hear this? There's like static electricity when I pet her. And it's going through the amp. So anyway, that's one of the things that I love about this song. Are you just going to sit up there or you're going to sit up there, okay? All right. How about if you don't sit up right there and look at me? How about if you go down to the floor? Let's see if we can do that. Okay, there she goes. All right, so I'm going to sing you the chords. This is really, really, really tricky to play on the lever harp. And Teddy is saying, sometimes no one wants you to stand in your own truth. Yeah. Sometimes you got to just do it because that's what you do. That is who you are, and that's what you do. And Victoria says, I love your story. It reminds me that the path is not straight, but it's important to be authentic and find a way. And I know there's more there, but I'm afraid to hit that more button. Yeah. And honestly, you know, I remember hearing about this composer, and I can never remember his name. Malcolm Gold. I can't remember. I can never remember it. But I remember hearing him talk on the radio, or hearing about him and hearing him say, you know, good or bad, I was a composer. Good or bad, doesn't matter. That's what I was. And so that's what I had to do. And that's what I realized about myself. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That is my language. And that's the language I have to speak. And I may be awkward with it, you know, because even getting fluent with our own language in a new land, whatever. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm a little bit tired. But yeah, we have to do that. Good or bad, doesn't matter. That's our voice. So I'm going to sing you the chords here, if I can. I actually wrote them down because they're pretty tricky. It is G major 7. That's not going to help, actually. F minor 7, F sharp minor 7, flat 5, B7, flat 9, flat 9, E minor 7, G7, C major 7, F7, G major 7, E minor 7, and when I say 7, I probably mean that there's a 9 on there. G major 7, E minor 7 are probably 9, A minor 7, D 7 or sus, B flat, no, B minor 7, B flat augmented with an E in the bass, A minor 7, D7 flat 9, G major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 9, E minor 7, G7, C major 7, F7, G major 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, D flat 7 flat 9, G major 7, then modulating to E minor, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, a B7 flat 9. By the way, the flat 5 of the, it doesn't matter, that's the same note, doesn't matter. E minor, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 9, E minor 7, C7, E minor 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 9, E minor 7, A7, E minor 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 9, E minor 7. I don't know what this is, but it has a C sharp on the top, and then there's an F, I think, F, and then B minor, B flat, augmented with an E in the bass, and A minor, and D7 flat 9, G major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 9, E minor 7, G7, C major 7, F7, G major 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7 flat 9, and then I'm going to do it like a turnaround, B minor 7, and E, probably with something, and then A minor 7, D7 flat 9, and then F7. I always like to do that at the end, it's fun. And G major 7. And there you have it. The chords to Georgia on my mind. Any questions? You know, I never ask if you have questions. Hello, Daniel Kalish. Oh, yeah. Hello from Mariana Oz. Hello, Teddy. Hello, Glenn Saunders. Was that Glenn? Oops, Glenn Saunders. Da, da, da. I'm going to go back. You know what? I'm not going to go back. I'm probably will have missed people, but I will just go forward. I'm just going to sing the simple chords. Teddy asked, why did you decide to sing that for the first time? That's a really good question. Well, I was playing with, definitely with a jazzer, like a jazz bass player guy, like straight ahead jazz. And I really love these chords. I really love how in the bridge, it always starts E minor 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat. Yeah, anyway, it goes, it's basically in E minor, it's going 1 of E minor, 2, a V minor, 5, a V minor, 1, and then the first time it goes to C7. Then it does that same progression, E minor, and then the 2 and the 5. This time it goes to A7. It does it again. And this time it goes to this C sharp thing. And then, anyway, so I love that it always starts the same and then it goes to a different chord. That's the kind of thing that I love. When one thing stays the same but something else changes and it changes everything. Anyway, so I love the chords to Georgia. I knew the words to Georgia. I knew that he knew them, and I think it was just like it was what we both knew, and I wasn't singing any originals then at all. Anyway, so that's a great question. Why I chose that. Any other questions? Love answering questions. Hello, Lily Margate House child. I am glad that you are watching. And Teddy, I'm always glad you're here. And I know that before too long, Teddy, I will see you doing something that I did tonight in some small way or some big way. And I love that. Georgia, oh, I love it. Because there's another reason I love that song. Georgia, I love it because it's a woman's name, but it's also a place. And I love getting to sing. You know I love songs like that. Like Cindy, Cindy, and oh, Susanna, and Georgia, Georgia on my mind. So this is night 21. This is night 21. And I've been really tired for the last couple nights, and I was like, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to do it. And tonight it was even harder because I tried to get on, and Facebook is changing its style, so I couldn't even figure out how to get on. And then I thought about, I have a commitment. I am committed to doing this. And I'm committed to doing it because I don't know what's going to happen for me if I do this every night. And I am so addicted to do something and then do something better and then do something better and then do something better and better and better and better. And it's really important for me to be able to just do something and do it again and do it again and just let it get to me instead of me trying to get something. Let it get to me, let it get to me. And if I just keep playing, keep showing up, it will get to me. I'll open up and it will get to me. And that is what I want. That is what I want, to be played by the music. That is what I want, to be played by the instrument. To feel what it feels like to have the hands of something I don't know. Making harmonies grow from somewhere I don't know where they come from. That's what I long for, to give up being the player for a moment and to be the player. what it's like to be a harp. Someone touches you and you sing. So I wonder if it's possible that I could be the harp, and this could be the thing that touches me. And that's why I show up every night. Commitment. What I love about commitment is you can't fail. You just commit again, and you're still committed. You just come back again, and you're still there. So I show up every night for myself, and then you are here. It's like going in a forest, seeing something wonderful that's always there. But then I show up and I see it, and it is you and me here every night. You and me here every night. Ha 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 ha. Now I think I just got what I came here to get tonight, which was understanding that you and me here every night. This is what it means. Something I may not have had as a child, because it wasn't like that. But now it is every night. You and me every night. Here we are every night. No matter what, here we are. That's the magic. That's the thing. That we're here. Good night, 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 ladies, good night, ladies. Good night, ladies, I'm gonna leave you now. La 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 dum, la la dee dum, la 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 dum, da dum, da dee da dum. Seems like there should be a second verse, but I'll say second verse, same as the first. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. I said good night, ladies. I'm gonna leave you now. Oh, I say good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Oh, I say good night, ladies. Oh, I'm gonna leave you now. Oh, I say good night, ladies. I said good night, ladies. I hope you're singing along. Good night, ladies. I'm gonna leave you now. Oh, good night, ladies. I say good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. I'm gonna leave you now. Oh, I say good night, good night. I said good night, ladies. I said good. I'm gonna leave you now. I say good night, ladies. I say good night, ladies. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. I said I'm gonna leave you now. Good night.